Skyblock. A popular game within Minecraft where you have a small amount of resources and you need to use each block wisely since it's limited. However, as you know, Hypixel took their own spin on it. It's been out for a while now while they procrastinate Hytale. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. When you spawn your items, you see vast emptiness of space. Do you look around and see a villager named Jerry who's an unpaid worker mining cobblestone for an infinite amount of time? You decide to follow your objectives and get to the other island. Then, for no reason, you get the urge to put Jerry in a cage. When you head first into the mysterious portal, you find yourself in the hub, the place where you spend 90% of your gameplay. Now, at this point the weak-minded person would have left the server, overrun by all the chaos, but if you haven't, you could be sucked into a never-ending addiction.
Now, at this point, people usually go one of two ways. Way 1 is following the objectives on the right hand side, and way 2 is going straight to the wheat fields for early game money. But me personally, I like to speak to one villager. Which one you may be asking? I'm glad you asked. It's Jamie. The reason I only speak to Jamie is he gives you a unique sword. When you right click while holding it, it gives you extra speed for a certain amount of time. Okay, so after I claimed my sword, I ran straight to the wheat field for some money. I also unlocked the recipe to craft a farming talisman. However, I had not unlocked the accessory bag since I haven't been mining, so my next stop were the caves. After farming all the fields, I ran to the farm merchant to sell all the wheat. Next, it was time to go on a shopping spree. First, I bought a bronze pickaxe and a gold ingot from the mine merchant. Then from the weaponsmith, I bought an undead sword which would be useful for the deep caverns. I then went to the lumber merchant to buy some sticks and made a golden shovel. I also enchanted the shovel with efficiency 2 so I can instantly mine sand for mining XP. Now I just have to mine sand until I get mining 12. After reaching mining 12, I then turned all the sand into enchanted sand and sold to the NPC for 18,000 coins. Additionally, I bought a ton of XP bottles so I can put Smite 5 in my sword to do extra damage to the mobs in the deep caverns. I also realised dining with minister so I could get a common griffin pet, which would help out a lot by increasing my strength, intelligence, crit chance, crit damage, and magic find. And after all that, I was finally ready to start the grind of getting full lapis armor. And in typical Hypixel Skyblock fashion, my kill got stolen. Twice, and I haven't even been there for a minute yet. After obtaining a full set of lapis armor, it was finally time to venture deeper into the deep caverns to get some diamonds and test out my new armor set. First stop was the pigment den. I mined a few pieces of redstone and they seemed chilled but didn't try to attack me, so I moved further down towards the slime hill. Moving into the slime hill, there was a guard in the entrance. I made quick work with him, feeling unstoppable in my new armor set. At the slime hill, people usually have trouble finding the way down, but me being the girl I am had no trouble at all. I then had to take a very intense 3v1 fight against slimes to earn my way into the diamond reserve. Now, you're probably thinking, you did it, you got to the bottom of the deep caverns. Well, you're wrong, there's actually one more layer in the deep caverns. I then moved a bit more forward so I could unlock the new area, and then I went back to mine a few diamonds to craft a diamond pickaxe. I then wanted to see if I could tank the hits from them, so I went into combat. My first kill, I absolutely destroyed a miner zombie, but I didn't take any damage, so I ran at a miner skeleton, but as I was doing that, another mob spawned, and I was the one who got destroyed this time. After getting absolutely destroyed, I decided it was time to enchant and reforge my lapis gear, then go for round 2. However, to get the XP I would need, I had to get grand XP bottles, but at this point I was miles off unlocking the bazaar, so I started asking people in the hub if I can pay them if they buy me grand XP bottles, and luckily on my first attempt someone replied and helped me out with buying the XP bottles. I said I would also pay 5k coins extra for the hassle, and doing the maths it was around 45 to 50k coins for the XP bottles, and I was paying 5k coins extra, and I would have just enough, but the guy said there were 60k coins from the bazaar. Me being broke didn't have 60k as I only had 55k, but the guy just said to give me that then. I guess some Skyblock players do have a heart still. Although I had grand XP bottles, I still needed an enchanting setup so I could enchant my lapis armor. So I decided to farm wheat so I can buy bookshelves and resources to craft an enchanting table. I then bought 32 bookshelves and 4 obsidian so I can craft an enchanting table and make an enchanting setup. I then put growth 5 and protection 5 on all my armor pieces except my boots as I ran out of XP bottles. I now had to reforge my gear to fierce.
Bruh.
Now it's time for round 2 against mobs in the diamond reserve. After winning my rematch in the diamond reserve, I went down to the obsidian sanctuary to see if I could fully conquer the deep cavern. After conquering the deep caverns and feeling very pleased with myself, it was finally time to become a lumberjack. I also unlocked the accessory bag, so I was also trying to accumulate some talismans while I was at it. To start my quest of becoming a master of wood, I talked to a lumberjack in the hub to start my quest. I then moved to the birch forest to talk to Charlie and give him 64 birch logs. After doing a bit of foraging, because let's be honest, it's the worst content, I ran to Gustavia to start his quest and try and get the talisman. The first two races were relatively easy, but I tried a couple of times to get the 30-second race, but I just couldn't reach it. After failing miserably to get the talisman from Gustave, I ran to Juliet to start their quest to get the Ring of Love. Poor Romeo was trying to get some gold to impress his girl, but all he could find was sand and stone, so I had to do his dirty work and find the gold for him. After giving Juliet the poorly wrapped present, I got the Ring of Love in return. I then completed a few more stages of the quest until I had to go to an area I hadn't unlocked yet. After getting the Ring of Love, I then tried to get the Campfire Closest badge. I then went back to the mines one last time to craft the Magnetic Talisman and Talisman of Coins. Finally, for my last talisman, I crafted the Potion Affinity talisman. After acquiring all my talismans, I then spoke to Maxwell to pick a power. However, I only had 43 magical power, so they wouldn't be very strong. I ended up picking Fortuitous power as it made me more strong. I also put my tuning points into crit chance.
Unfortunately, that's all the footage I have. Hope you enjoyed.